TD Flydrone sent me their TD77 to test, and honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect. A foldable 4K GPS drone for $499. On paper, it looks great, but I've seen plenty of drones that look great on paper. So I've been putting this thing through its paces, and I want to walk you through everything. The camera, the flight, the features, like all of it. And there is one feature on this drone that genuinely caught me off guard. We'll get to it. Right out of the box, the TD77 makes a good first impression. The build feels solid. The arms fold and lock in cleanly, nothing rattles, and the whole thing just feels well put together. It comes with a carrying bag in the box, so you've got something to pack it in right away, which I always appreciate. The remote is a touchscreen design, which is a nice touch. No need to clip your phone onto anything. The screen is built right into the controller. It's a much cleaner setup and one less thing to fumble with when you're trying to get the drone in the air. In the box, you get the drone, the remote, one battery, a USB charging cable, a screwdriver, 2 sets of backup propellers, and the instruction manual. You can also choose a 2 or 3 battery bundle when you order, and I'll tell you right now, seriously consider the extra batteries. More on that later. Let's talk about the camera because that's what most people are here for. 48 megapixels, 4K video, 3-axis gimbal stabilization. The gimbal is the big one. It's what makes footage look smooth instead of shaky. It physically moves to cancel out vibration and movement while you're flying. So even when you're making fast turns or the wind picks up, the camera stays locked and steady. And then on top of the mechanical gimbal, there's EIS, electronic image stabilization, working as a second layer. The combination of both means the footage comes out genuinely smooth. Not pretty good for a budget drone smooth, actually smooth. The zoom goes up to 5 times. At full zoom, you're still getting sharp, usable detail, great for pulling in on a landscape or tracking something from a distance without having to fly closer. And because the stabilization is doing its job, zoomed footage doesn't turn into a blurry mess the way it does on cheaper setups. There are 3 intelligent shooting modes built in: 360 shooting, fadeaway, and droney. These are automated flight paths that handle the complicated movement for you. Droney pulls back and up while keeping you in frame. Fadeaway reverses that. 360 shooting orbits a subject. If you want cinematic looking footage without having to manually fly every move, these modes are genuinely useful and they're fun to experiment with. And then there's night mode. This is where a lot of drones completely fall apart. Low light just destroys footage quality on most of them. The TD77 handles it better than I expected. Wider dynamic range, reduced noise, time-lapse capability in the dark. Okay, I said there was something I didn't expect, and here it is. The TD77 has an airdrop feature. It can carry and drop a payload mid-flight, up to 500 grams. The example they give is fishing bait, which is honestly a very specific use case, but 500 grams is real carrying capacity. You can do a lot with that. Drop a line over water from a spot you couldn't reach on foot. Deliver a small item, whatever you want to get creative with. It's just not something you see on drones at this price at all, and it works. That surprised me. GPS stable hovering is one of those features that sounds boring until you actually need it. It means the drone is locking onto satellite positioning to hold exactly where it is in the air. No drifting, no fighting the wind just to keep it in place. When you stop moving the sticks, it just hangs there, perfectly still. That's what gives you sharp, clean shots when you're hovering. The range on this thing goes up to 9 miles. You're not gonna fly 9 miles away from yourself. That's just the strength of the signal. What it means in practice is that within any reasonable flying distance, you're getting a solid, stable connection with no dropouts. Company also holds FAA certification as well, so no worries from that side. 360-degree obstacle avoidance means the sensors are watching for objects in all directions and automatically steering clear. Flying through trees, around buildings, in tighter spaces, it's constantly working in the background so you don't have to be perfect. For anyone who's new to flying, this is genuinely reassuring. Automatic return to home is the other big safety feature. If signal is lost or the battery gets critically low, the drone finds its way back to the takeoff point on its own. You don't have to do anything, it just comes home. Battery life is listed at 45 to 50 minutes. Real talk, With the camera running and GPS active, you'll likely land somewhere around 35 to 40 minutes per battery. Still really solid, but that's why the multi-battery bundles exist. If you're going out for a full session, grab the 2 or 3 battery option when you order. You'll be glad you did. The foldable design means this travels well. Fold the arms in, drop it in the bag, and it fits in a backpack without any issue. The whole thing is FCC certified, which is the regulatory approval you want to see on a drone. It means it's been properly tested and cleared. The build itself feels like it's been manufactured carefully. Tolerances are tight, the hinges feel durable, and the camera mount is secure. It doesn't feel like something that's going to break on you under normal use. The touchscreen remote deserves another mention here because it really does make a difference day to day. Everything is intuitive on it. Like, you're not digging through confusing menus. You can get in the air quickly, which matters more than people think when you're chasing good light. The TD77 is $499 on tdflydrone.com. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. Here's where I land on the TD77. The camera is genuinely good. The 3-axis gimbal and EIS combo delivers smooth footage. The 48 megapixel sensor performs well. Night mode actually works, and the 5x zoom is useful. Flight-wise, GPS hovering, obstacle avoidance, and return to home make it stable and forgiving. The build quality feels solid, the remote is clean to use, and that airdrop feature is just a bonus that you don't expect to find here. For $499, this is a lot of drone. If you've been looking for something in this range that actually delivers on its promises, I think the TD77 is worth it. If you have any questions about the TD77, drop them in the comments and I'll get back to you. And if you pick one up, let me know how it goes. I'd love to see what you shoot with it. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one.